Welcome back, insiders. Another great day to keep working towards that $250,000 in trading profit milestone. Today is Wednesday, April 12th, and it's 7:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The market conditions. Well, let's see what the market conditions are up to, because right now we have a lot of former gappers that are holding their highs pretty well. GFAI, for example. GCTK is actually coming down a little bit, but it's still holding a little bit of a range, but it is in a downtrend. And then Lucy also holding its highs pretty well, and it's actually popping right now. And it's holding this actually, but I don't know if I want to trade it just yet. Now, quickly going to the SPY, which is also up today. VIX is slightly up. Today could be a fairly strong day. It seems like Bitcoin's slightly down. There's like no big movers, so that's actually typically a really good sign. The SPY went up to 411 yesterday, and it's trying to really break out of this 411 and go towards that 414, 415 zone, this double top area, which I still think it will do. I don't know if it'll all happen today, but that's kind of what I've been waiting for. Also, really quickly, the RUT, the Russell, also trending higher here. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it's on this fifth retest, trying to crawl higher. I think it's actually probably going to see it. And a ticker this reminds me of, I think it was SoFi. Yeah, very similar, where we have this kind of low here, pulled back, and now we're kind of popping up again. You could probably even see there's maybe a bit of a correlation here. To the RUT. Let's go back to that one. Similar setup. So I think the markets overall are quite depreciated, specifically the small caps, and we might get some nice upside potential today. Who knows what's really going to happen. Now, the scanner is showing a lot of tickers as well. I mean, we have a lot of stuff moving. HTCR, for example, up 120%. It was primarily sub-dollar, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But software company, 21 million shares outstanding, 18 million market cap. Classic small cap, why are they up today? It looks like there's maybe a IPO contract or something like that. Let's pause it. Yeah, it seems like here it's again mentioning that inking the 10th Go IPO deal. All right, well, we'll see about that. At the moment, a lot of resistance right around like 1.4 or so, which we broke out of, and now it's at 235, had a high there. So we're really breaking new highs on this one, so that's a good sign. I'll just mark out some key zones, 3.8, probably around 2.9 as well. So that's exactly below that next big point to break into. We also have CYTO, which is up 70%, recent former runner, but a lot of times it failed. So I'm a little bit nervous how this one's going to perform. $3 ran all the way up to, now it's kind of selling off. Kind of feels like a lot of resistance on this ticker. It's not super clean. Pharmaceutical, 2.4 million shares outstanding, 3.2 million market cap. Looks like it has some catalysts as well, but the dailies are rough. The dailies are really, really rough. A lot of upside resistance. And I don't know, the other tickers are sub-dollars that are worth maybe looking at, NUTX and PBLA. I'm just not too excited about these. So, cautious for now, and we'll see what happens. One thing that I want to be really mindful with is that today we have a lot going on. We have 4 macro drops: inflation month over month, inflation year over year, inflation year over year again. One is core, one is real, and then FOMC minutes, where the Fed's going to be speaking on their decision going forward. Most likely they're going to stop the interest rates unless inflation is just mind-blowingly increasing. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day. I would honestly like to get out as soon as possible. I feel a little bit traded out due to my overtrading the last 2 days. If today I do start as green as I did the last 2 days, I'm probably just going to take it. So basically anything over $200, if I'm like, right away I'm over 200, I might take it. There's a good chance, and then I'll size down very quickly. So classic 4G environment, get green, get going. Honestly, unless I mention I'm not in a 4G mindset, then you could pretty much assume I am. So if it's a really hot market, I might be like, okay, let's keep trading as much as possible. I think that might be the best bet, which I don't think it is right now. So yeah, the macro drops are going to be very busy. 8:30 a.m. Eastern and then 2 p.m. a.m. Eastern or 2 p.m. Eastern. So I do intend to probably focus on small caps more than anything. I don't think large caps are super nice, but we'll see what happens on the scanners. I would like to see some better setups above VWAP and something a little bit more clean. I am, like I said, feeling a little bit traded out, so get green, get going. And anyone that is new here, this is the channel where I record myself trading and share my thoughts before, during, and after each trade with you guys. Check out the homepage video on this channel to learn more. If you do find these videos helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment if you have any questions or feedback. Remember, engaging and getting involved in our community, such as our Discord or in the YouTube comments, is the best way to accelerate your learning curve. Links are all in the video description below. These videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only and not financial advice. Let's have a profitable day. I'll pause for now and see what pops up. Can't really deny that HTCR is, making some moves. Again, I'm not crazy about this ticker yet, but we are reaching those highs around 210, so we're holding this critical zone. We're above the 180 SMA, so there is that potential that, we're going to have that nice run to $3 or so. I'm not crazy about trading below VWAP, and then honestly, I did not really think we were going to get this last little pop here, but it actually worked with decent volume, so look at that. I'm going to keep an eye on this one for now. It's definitely our best ticker. It's up 137 as well. Big first leg consolidation. Let's see it. So we have a new company making pretty nice moves. CELZ Biotech, 14 million shares outstanding and almost 7 million market cap. Look at this. A bunch of catalysts coming out in the last few weeks, and then today they announced a 1-year follow-up with really good results for type 2 diabetes. So that's a really potentially big drug. And this ticker is absolutely ripping 175 right now. I was away and I just came back and it was somewhere in this area. I didn't feel like I needed to pull the trigger really on it because I think the best moves were potentially right in this area on that initial pop, probably right here. So a little bit late to the party. The volume on CELZ is really nice. So I'm going to keep it on watch. Definitely hope I can get some trades in it at one point. There could be a setup coming in here. We're getting a nice little pullback, but we are crawling down the former 5-minute. I want to be a little bit risk averse here after such a strong run, almost 200%. Now, what I would be looking for is maybe a little bit consolidation, a 1-minute setup along with a 5-minute setup. Maybe just going to rip past 137. Who knows? But at the moment, I don't know if I can justify this one. The MACD is, wow, it's really pinned here to around like 100%, which is quite rare to see that. Just kind of watching it. Seeing if I can get a little starter size on this one. No, at the moment not. Very small starter for now. See if I can get a feel for this ticker. There is a lot of sellers still. Seeing if we can get a little bit of a accumulation zone as it sells off. I'm looking for that move over 1.4. Macro coming out any sec in 30 seconds, so I'd like to see this trade work out pretty quickly. I'm stopping out of it for now. Macro drop in 15 seconds, just too much risk to be in a trade right now. Let's see it. SPY is pumping. SPY is very strong. Up. Wow, there's that. We're about to see that 14 we were waiting for. Okay, so inflation has gone slightly more, but it's not so bad. Inflation month over month is down. Inflation year over year is down. Oh, this is very bullish for the markets. Very, very bullish. Seeing if we can re-enter this position. It's definitely struggling a bit. Stopping at 123 if it gets chipped. A little bit of buy momentum here, but it's not super, super strong. Hopefully it'll pick up and rip through 126. Trying to remain cautious. Let's see, it needs to pick up a little bit more steam here. Stopped out. So it did bounce a little bit here. A lot of sellers. This actually looks kind of okay. I've tried a few times on it with small size. So far, nothing working out, but that's why I do small size. See if I'm in the flow on this ticker. So far, I'm not. Wouldn't be surprised if it did try to rip past 135. I feel like this ticker needs to get a little bit more FOMO before it is finished. So that's why I'm actually kind of bullish on it, because I don't feel like the FOMO is there yet on this one. SPY right now at 413, very strong. This could be a large cap day. Might have to change my intentions here, my focus. Small little breakout trade here. Looking for a move back to 28. It's kind of very bullish on my end. A little bit too aggressive. So I'll be very quick to close out at 126 if it doesn't work out. Small size, and a lot of sellers there. Stopping out again. I think, the thesis behind this one is pretty straightforward. We have probably a new resistance zone somewhere in this area, but we also have a really nice support zone in this area as well. Kind of the question is, what's going to be the true range for now? It's hard to say. Maybe it's going to range all the way to 133. In all honesty, the spread there wasn't enough for me to take that trade. So that was just not a very good trade. So knowing that it was not a good trade, I wanted to see a very quick resolution. There's that next pullback, not surprising. Let's see if we could kind of do a little bit of range trading on this one. Another support zone would be around the 15. So let's just move that down to here. See if we can get a proper range started. So far, CELZ is actually holding that 120 zone really good. No trades yet for me. Whoa, spoke too soon. Look at that. Just flush right back down. Yeah, it's dangerous territory, that's for sure. Getting a little bit of size now on that quick pullback. Unfortunately, I didn't get that entry I wanted. What a crazy little move this ticker just had, and was able to get back some of my losses. If it pulls back again, I'd be happy to re-enter. It's kind of what we were waiting for. Very tricky situation, this ticker, though. I don't feel like chasing it. Nice to see that push, though. Small entry in this range, kind of buying the middle of the range. Oh, no, I actually didn't mean to close there. Looking for this to crawl back to 128. Fairly simple situation. This could be a bit of a grinder, so I'm gonna pause it. I'm getting some movement now, but it's a grind. It just pops back up and down, so it's not too interesting yet. Big orders went through just now, but price isn't really moving up. I mean, there's definitely a wall of sellers without a question. Getting a little bit more of a push now, but you can see the resistance just basically increasing exponentially as we go up with very, very low volume, so not too much action. Did sell some a little bit prematurely though. Here you can see a big sell order at 126. And it pops back down again. Stopping out fully for now. Kind of feels like the sellers are in charge. I don't know, kind of a scratch trade, doesn't really matter. Could pop up, could sell off. Felt like the best thing to do was just kind of sell for now. Wait for maybe another lower move below 122. Dang, I just missed my entry here by a cent. Trying to get this pop back higher. Really didn't give us much of a moment to size into this one. Don't want to buy too high just to get stopped out again. But that was very potentially a perfect setup. A missed opportunity for sure. Trying to get some dip entries here on that retest, and then look for that pop right back higher again. Still a lot of sellers, but the sell volume is very light. This could turn back around very quickly. Here it goes. And then looking for that move back to 28. Ideal size would really be like north of 5,000, maybe even closer to 10,000. So I'm trading very small size on this ticker right now. That's fine. If this ticker does pull back a little bit more, I will get a bit more of an aggressive size going, but I'm not totally sure it will at this point. Quick little dip down, got my almost full size, but on a range trade, I don't want to get super aggressive. Could bounce back up really quickly here. That's what I'm waiting for. Pretty good setup. So going with bigger size. Again, looking for that move to 2.8. That is 128. Pull back again quite aggressively. Bouncing. Got really nice 5-minute support here on this ticker, which makes me think we can rip back to 128. Overall, this ticker is still ranging. That's a lot of sellers though. Taking some risk off here at 120. There we go. Chipping at 121. Bids stacking again. This is the battle right now. The battle of the range. Always reminds me why I don't like range trading, because it's such a grind fest and you're really just kind of waiting. When you're a front side trader, it's breakout or bailout. It's very quick resolution. With range trading, I've been holding this one now for like 7 to 8 minutes, which is a very long time for me to hold a position. I'll pause for now. Chipped away some of my buys just because, oh, there it's back. Going back in. Went back in quick. Not with my full size, but yeah. Talk about leaving some profits on the table there. That's kind of what we were looking for. So it shook me out right there at the end. Getting a pretty clean move. I think we can bust through 126. We need more FOMO on this ticker. Right now, people are just waking up. We need that extra push that can lead to some decent FOMO. That's what we're waiting for. Buy into that 126. No, just didn't get it. Still holding a small size for the last pop. Yeah, it's struggling too much here. It should have had a quicker resolution. I don't like the way I really traded this whole thing, to be honest. I kind of fumbled around a little bit. Luckily, the bigger size allowed me to be a bit more flexible with how I managed the position. I was able to close out some size, let some other size run. But you know, for an 8% move, I barely walked away with profits. Really fumbled on that one. Maybe it's done at this point. It was a very shaky climb though, very shaky. So it looks like I had a little bit maybe lack of conviction there. Nice little continuation on CELZ. I'm gonna wait for the open. At least I got a little bit of a buffer here going into that open, so we'll see how it goes. Good thing I didn't get involved in that nonsense here. Whew. So we got another minute and 40 seconds before the market opens. I'm looking at obviously CELZ, which is holding that high really well, and it has a pretty nice catalyst. You can see it over here. But we have some other tickers also holding their highs well. GFAI, HTCR, former runners. Actually, HTCR is a new one, and then Lucy from yesterday. All of these tickers could give us some really good action, so I'm going to keep a close eye on them. A lot of consolidation, especially HTCR pre-market. So I'm going to just kind of be vigilant. Hopefully we see some continuation from any of these tickers. I think HTCR will have somewhat of a tough time, primarily for the fact that a lot of resistance above, and I'm just not sure how good this catalyst is. So I'm a little bit hesitant on this one for now. I'll keep an eye on it. And keeping an eye on GFAI and Lucy from yesterday as well. Could see a red to green from CELZ, watching it. Seeing if we get a lower entry. Looking for that pop higher. So far still selling off. Very small size. seeing if we can accumulate this one as it goes down. About 4,000 shares ideal size. Looking for that red to green potential on this one. Weaker than I would have liked, so I'm going to wait for maybe a little bit of a bigger pullback. HTCR selling off very aggressively. That could be a really good buy as it approaches 1.5. Yeah, CELZ kind of struggling a little bit, but anything probably below 22, I probably want to get my hands on. Put a limit order there for now so I don't forget. Let's see if we can get that pullback on CELZ. Remember, this one actually has a really good catalyst. Kind of in a double top zone, so I'm not sure if we're going to break that. This is a significant zone for this ticker. See if we can break on higher here. Biotech, 40 million shares, 18 million market cap. Just don't really see a reason to jump in this one yet. Volume is really nice on this ticker. Remember, it's up 150. Here we go. Possible small size here. So you can get a little fake out bear trap entry. Had to buy it high on accident. Well, I didn't have to, but maybe we'll get a little bit more of a pullback first. Looking for that possible break over 1.3, which could happen very quick. Yeah, 1.3 entry was a little bit higher than I would have liked. Just kind of annoying. Here we go. There's the trap. Sizing it a little bit more. It's not completed yet. Need that push over 1.3. Light crack of VWAP and pop right back higher. That's a good sign. Fortunately, my overall entry just isn't that great. Not sizing up too much. Right now, GFAI is looking really good. The daily on this ticker throws me off a little bit. How it has that double top. Reducing size here. Getting a little bit more size again as we move down. Probably should have bounced a little bit already in this zone though. There we go. That last entry was at 20. Popped all the way to 23. It keeps stalling right after it pops. Kind of makes it very tricky to trade. I'm not sure if it's really going to break this. It might. Here we go. Pulls back again. Looking for that proper breakout, but it's It's a bit of a grinder at the moment. Taking some risk off. Let's see if I can hold this last little bit. Make 2 trades out of 1 is usually the better idea. Barely made any profits on this one. Stopping out, maybe second entry here. Let's see if it holds. Stopping. Wow, what a sell-off. This could actually be a really good buy. Danny's been slaying these dip buys of these flushes. Not really my setup, so I just have a stop. Probably get executed right here. Selling. Probably overly aggressive for me the way I traded this one. I'm not gonna lie. Really gave it multiple attempts to flush on me, basically. I should have been pretty happy with my small profits, but that's fine. Small profits and small losses, so just kind of waiting to find that ticker that's a little bit more tradable. GFAI, obviously, I've been mentioning it several times. I'm watching on my second screen. Nice little pullback here. That's pretty good, 5%. So I'll just keep an eye out. Looking to get a little bit of trading here going. It looks like the sell volume is really fading here. Gives me a little bit of confidence that this ticker might actually end up popping back. There we go. Very sketchy price action though. Now we just need this to hold. And looking for that move towards VWAP, which I think could get people very excited about this ticker. The bid is pretty nice. Constantly keep stacking here. Buying another size. Looking for that move. Ideally to this trend line here and maybe even a slight pop above it. It's just a lot of sell pressure this ticker is experiencing. I usually don't trade backside like this a little so much, so it's an interesting place to be, but today it doesn't give us a lot of opportunities. The SPY is kind of pulling back quite aggressively, so I'm just kind of sitting on my hands trying to trade a little bit more unorthodox, trying to get creative since there's not that many options right now. Still have a lot of resistance to break out of. But this ticker has really quick pops to the upside, so that's what I'm trying to capitalize on right now. That 9 EMA is coming in really strong right now. Bid is definitely here. Let's see if we can get that last pop over this zone. Wow, you see how quick that took it? That's very bullish that it just chips away like that. But we're not breaking out of it, but I think buy volume is also very light here. Volume in general is just very light. It would be nice if we could just keep chugging along here over 14. There's not even that many sellers, but they're holding this spot pretty strong. Here we go, possible break here. Nice, nice. Instant rejection though. It's a grind. It's a real grind. I think I gave it enough opportunities. If it pops lower, I would probably trade this one again. And then look for that possible break here in this zone. There we go. It's going lower. Maybe one more dip. Right now it's at 12. We are below a lot of key support zones, which make me very cautious, but the sell volume has very much faded on this ticker. CYTO is probably the ticker for me to be trading more than anything else. I really didn't believe in this one though. It keeps grinding higher, so I'm kind of always on the wrong side here a little bit. I'm going to go again for this little potential pop higher. Looking again for this break of this trend line. Unfortunately, I didn't get the size I wanted. Still think we could get a push to VWAP, but I wouldn't be buying at VWAP. Sell volume is very light on this ticker. Volume in general has really faded drastically on it. That's why I wouldn't trade it aggressively, looking for a significant move higher besides a quick pop, which hopefully we might be seeing right now. There we go. Looking for that pop over 16. That's what I'm waiting for. Still a lot of sellers. That's expected. Here we go. 115 ask is getting chipped. Oh, try to buy back. It's crazy how much it struggles to actually break out though. Alright. Nice, got it. Look at that. Nice move. It sucks that I've constantly given back so much profit on this ticker. Whew. Yeah, you could really feel that sell pressure on this one. Wow. That is disgusting. Oh my god. Choo. A little capitulation there. I feel like Danny's trading this sell candle. I almost wanted to buy it too, but man, buying a falling knife is typically something I just do not do. So many things in this market I feel like have me doing things I never do. Oh, that is a lyric. Almost a full retrace on CELZ. Wow, crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's look at the 5-minute again, what it's up to. I mean, definitely decent signs of support here in this zone. Same potential situation coming up here, sell off, but I think we might actually get a little reversal back higher. Very small size for now, but after a big sell off like this and a lot of support coming in, it definitely shows that there are buyers. Volume in general is quite light on this ticker. Wow, that got bought up really fast. Even though there's not a lot of, there we go. There's not a lot of orders here, but it's still tricky to get filled, which makes me feel like there might be that push higher, but we're not really getting much of a push. Oh, there we go, a little bit more. Can we get that move over 1-1? Such light volume though. A lot of sellers constantly just pushing this ticker down. Wow, GFAI, I'm really missing that ticker. But I am somewhat getting some decent moves on CELZ. But GFAI, huge breakout again, 16%. Wow. It's definitely not trade the best, leave the rest on my end. I'm really just trading the worst and leaving the best, but I'm still up slightly green, so I don't know, it's more than you can ask for half the time in this market. But the trend is really strong on GFAI at this point. Wondering if I can maybe get an opportunity to trade this one, but I just can't be buying it high, that's for sure. This 15-minute chart on GFAI is super hectic. It doesn't really have much flow to it. We had 123% just pure straight up move. These other moves much less, 57, 73. Here's another big move, 55. So we're kind of in that 50, 57 zone, which makes me think maybe this move is capped out. It's super extended off the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and I kind of feel like it's extended on every other chart as well on the 1-minute. So if we could maybe push to like 9 EMA, I'd probably consider it. Otherwise, I'd leave it alone. This could be that push, but it already bounced very quickly, so I think I might have missed that trade. Small entry. Got a nice little 9 EMA extended pullback. Seeing if maybe we can keep riding this one a little bit higher. Spreads are really big on this ticker. Making it a little bit more tricky to trade. But I'm just buying low regardless. Nice little $50 win, I'll take it. Nothing crazy, I wasn't looking for much, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'm up 280 on the day. I'm happy with that. Let's see what Trade Journal says. So let's just refresh my stats. I mean, April was not exactly a beautiful month for me, but if we look at this now and scroll back down, we are in the day trading Momo portfolio. Yeah, another, decent base hit green day. Monday, man, was a disappointment. I could have stopped when I was up 200, north of 200. I could have stopped when I was back to break even after coming back from down 300. Somehow I just, overtraded. So I'm back green on the week, but yeah, it's a slugfest to say the least. GFAI, I could have held and traded this one again, but I think I'm happy just kind of taking my small profits here. I did actually just buy some lemonade, which is part of my long-term invest 2052 challenge portfolio. But anyway, getting back on track, let's see the running P&L. Yeah, I started red. I couldn't really, get quick out of I mean, this was pretty much all pre-market, and then near the end of pre-market, I finally got into the green. I wasn't able to hold on my cash. This was a little frustrating. Had a little bit of a retest here, and then luckily I had my little rally after that, which I think maybe I could have squeezed some more profits out. Maybe I walked away a hair too soon, but that's fine. Honestly, I've been not in the best flow, so it's fine. 14 trades, 57%. Win ratio, a positive risk reward. That's long overdue, but my biggest loser is a red trade, which is kind of stressful. Profit margin 58%, so that's good. Anytime I have a profit margin over like 30% usually means I'm doing something overall right and I have some sort of a flow, which I think I was patient on. Like at the beginning, I didn't have a flow, and then overall, I did get into one near the end, which was nice. No big position sizes though. I mean, my biggest win here at $5,000, so that's pretty small. All right, guys, then I will see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.